We're recording this video on Monday, January the 15th in the UK. Otherwise known as Blue Monday, it's officially regarded the most bleak and miserable day of the year. So, to combat the effects of Blue Monday, we try to find some news that's not so bleak and miserable. Here it is.
When I first heard the name Blue Monday, I thought it was going to be something else. I was thinking it was going to be a good day, but I was thinking the other type of blue.
What's the good kind of blue?
I
feel so.
You're so innocent on your mic. Blue movies, no?
Oh right, okay.
No?
Yeah. Blue.
You're just too
when
innocent.
you put it with the word movies, then I.
Blue Monday,
Blue
movies. Awesome Games Done Quick, or the infectiously catchy AGDQ for short, is a twice-annual speedrunning event for charity. It's a week-long gaming marathon in which speedrunners try and complete video games as fast as they can in front of a live and Twitch-based audience. The first one took place in 2010 when it was a 3-day event called Classic Games Done Quick, raising just over $10,000 for international humanitarian charity CARE. This year's event spanned a full 7 days, raising $2.26 million for the Prevent Cancer Foundation. Last year's event was the first to raise more than $2 million, bringing in $2.22 million for charity by the end of the week. And that total was almost double the previous year's $1.2 million sum.
Awesome Games Done Quick involves some of the best speedrunners around beating games in record time. This year's event started on Sunday, January the 7th with a run of Crash Bandicoot 3 and finished at about 5 AM on Sunday, January the 14th with a run of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Speedrunner Anatomize beat all of the main quests in that game in just under 4 hours. The event featured a mix of different speedrun types, including any percent attempts, which are super fast rushes through a game, and longer speedruns that require players to basically 100% the game that they're playing. Donations from spectators can go towards different milestones and goals and give certain rewards, allowing them to interact with the speedruns while they're taking place, while of course raising money for charity. The Breath of the Wild run, for example, raised $70,000 as the audience decided on the run's language, and over $50,000 was raised by people wanting speedrunner Anatomize to play the game on Master Mode. Over $209,000 was raised for naming Link's horse.
Do you know how that works? Like, is it like they donate and vote versus?
Well, some of them are competitive, so there are like, do you want to do this or do you want to do this? Or there's some are just like milestones. So if we get enough money, then we will do this, or then we can do this. And it's quite straightforward, but it's like a nice way for people to donate, and then they have to interact as well.
This year's AGDQ almost didn't surpass last year's total of $2,222,791, but at the last moment, AGDQ announced subscriptions to its Twitch channel made during the event would be donated as well. So that added another $100,000 to the total and helped it beat last year's record figure. Organisers have already confirmed the next marathon Summer Games Done Quick, which will take place between June 24th and July the 1st. If you want to catch up with some of the speedruns from this year's event, someone's organised them all into a time-stamped list on Reddit. The link will be in the description.
That's a very nice story. I think it's showing the gaming community doing something good and raising money for charity and having a good time doing it. It also shines a light on the speedrunning community, which is really fascinating, even if you've got no interest in it. I bet you if you see it happening and if you kind of watch some of it, it really is interesting. And it's great how all this knowledge, like the community builds up all this information and knowledge and shortcuts and bugs and optimizing ways to play a game, and then one person is like the champion of all that information and knowledge and then carries out the will of the community to get this thing done in a quick time. It's great. It's a really cool thing to see pan out, and to see it done like this, raising a lot of money for charity. I mean, that's wicked.
There's a lot of negative gaming news headlines, and we're the ones reading them out usually, but this is actually a good thing. And it's awesome that they're kind of cashing in on the speedrunners, right? Because speedrunners do things like essentially the best and most optimal way of doing things possible. A lowly deadbeat gamer like myself can watch one and think, oh shit, I should have done that. Like the way that they did the 4 main quests on Zelda in 4 hours, I mean, I wasn't even off the top level in 4 hours. I was still trying to find something better than my club. It's a good story. I like it. Makes your heart warm on this Blue Monday, eh? Warms the cockles. Warms the old cockles. Is that it?
That's an expression. So there you go, that's a nice bit of news for one of the most depressing days of the year apparently. Let us know what you think of this down below. Remember to like the video if you enjoyed it, and please do subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this every single day. There's another video right there which you could watch right now, and a link to Patreon if you want to support the channel. See you next time.